In this podcast episode, Bill Maher interviews Rachel Bilson, discussing a wide range of topics, including relationships, sexuality, and societal expectations. The conversation is candid and covers controversial topics, providing insight into the perspectives of both Maher and Bilson. Bilson reveals that she was in a long-term relationship for 11 years and has a child from that relationship. Maher discusses his own experience with a 5-year relationship in his mid-30s, highlighting the challenges of commitment and the pressure to get married. He also mentions the concept of the 7-year itch, referring to the idea that relationships often face challenges around the 7-year mark. The conversation delves into the topic of sexuality, with Maher expressing his views on the spectrum of human sexuality. He acknowledges the diversity of sexual preferences and behaviors, emphasizing the importance of respecting individual differences. Bilson shares her perspective on the topic, highlighting the need for open and honest discussions about sexuality without judgment or shame. The conversation takes a turn as Maher and Bilson discuss the impact of controversial statements in the public eye. Bilson recounts a situation where she was called out for a comment she made on a podcast, leading to public scrutiny and backlash. Maher empathizes with her experience, reflecting on his own encounters with public criticism for statements made on his show. Maher and Bilson touch on the topic of gender roles and societal expectations, particularly in the context of relationships and sexuality. They discuss the pressure on men to conform to traditional masculine ideals and the evolving dynamics of modern relationships. Maher emphasizes the importance of respecting individual preferences and avoiding judgment based on societal norms. The conversation also delves into the challenges of public scrutiny and the impact of social media on public perception. Maher and Bilson discuss the tendency for individuals to face backlash for controversial statements, highlighting the need for nuanced discussions and the importance of context in understanding the intent behind statements. The conversation continues with a discussion about marriage and sex life. Bilson expresses her dissatisfaction with the idea of sex being a pleasant surprise in a marriage, highlighting the common issue of diminishing passion over time. Bill Maher shares his observations about the prevalence of sexless marriages and the different attitudes towards sex within long-term relationships. They also discuss the impact of daily routines and familiarity on a couple's sex life. The conversation then shifts to the challenges of parenting in the digital age. Bilson talks about her concerns regarding her daughter's exposure to social media and the potential impact on her upbringing. They discuss the influence of technology on children's behavior and the need for setting boundaries in the digital world. Bilson emphasizes the importance of creating a safe space for her daughter to discuss sensitive topics as she grows older. Maher and Bilson delve into the dynamics of relationships and the impact of individual nature on the success of a partnership. They discuss the concept of agency and the ability to make choices within a relationship. Bilson shares her experiences and observations about the nature of relationships, highlighting the importance of communication and understanding between partners. They also touch on the challenges of balancing personal differences and maintaining a strong connection in a relationship. The conversation delves into the dynamics of relationships and the different stages of expressing affection. They discuss the significance of saying "I like you" before "I love you" and the common tendency for people to jump to "I love you" without acknowledging the earlier stage of liking someone. They explore the nuances of expressing affection and the potential impact of societal expectations on relationship dynamics. The conversation also touches on the challenges of communication and honesty in long-term relationships, highlighting the importance of maintaining romance and open communication. Bilson shares her experiences as an actor, discussing the challenges of being on set, including the long periods of waiting and the discomfort of wearing makeup for extended periods. She reflects on her time as an actor and the aspects of the profession that she found challenging, such as the pressure to remember lines and the need to maintain focus during filming. Bilson also discusses her transition to podcasting and the fulfillment she finds in the new medium. The conversation delves into the topic of therapy, with Bilson sharing her positive experiences with therapy and the benefits she derived from having a therapist. She acknowledges the value of having a dedicated space to discuss personal issues and the insights gained from therapy. Maher expresses his skepticism about therapy, questioning the difference between talking to a therapist and talking to close friends. Bilson emphasizes the importance of having a dedicated space and time for self-reflection, acknowledging that therapy can provide a different perspective and level of focus compared to conversations with friends. The conversation also touches on the significance of friendship and support in navigating personal challenges and experiences. Bilson highlights the role of her best friend in providing guidance and support, acknowledging the value of having a close confidant who understands her on a deep level. Maher expresses his admiration for the role of close friends in providing support and insight, emphasizing the importance of having meaningful connections and relationships. As the conversation progresses, Maher and Bilson reflect on the passage of time and the experiences that come with aging. They discuss the evolution of perspectives and priorities as individuals grow older, acknowledging the value of life experiences and the wisdom gained from navigating different stages of life. Maher shares his perspective on aging and the importance of embracing change and personal growth, highlighting the significance of living a fulfilling and authentic life.